So I don't have note cards, but I will be using my outline as my note cards. So yeah, set this up. So when we think of fears, we often think of something tangible, such as snakes, heights, the dark. But what if I told you my fear wasn't any of these? What if I told you that my fear was more of an idea? My name is Lamar J. Brazil, and I struggle with what I call Sisyphus syndrome. The feeling that no matter how much effort you put in, you'll always end up back at square one. Sisyphus, from Greek mythology, was cursed for eternity to roll a boulder up the hill only to watch it roll back down. I sometimes fear that my efforts won't lead me to anywhere. I first realized this fear when I was hesitant to try new things, new routines, or new goals, because deep down, I was worried that no matter how hard I tried, I wouldn't see results. This fear showed up in multiple areas of my life, such as studying for tests or working out, going to the gym. And each time it left me with the same question: is this even worth it? My fear isn't starting something new. I can start new things easily. What I fear is stagnation, the fear of not seeing any progress no matter the results. Whether it's school, fitness, or personal growth, the idea of working hard without seeing any results terrifies me. It's not just about success, it's about purpose. If our efforts don't bring results, then what's the point? This is the thought that lingers in my mind, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that thinks this or feels this way. It took self-awareness to realize that this fear was shaping the way that I approached challenges or new things. There were moments that reinforced it, such as studying hard for a test, but my grades not improving, feeling like I was working hard for nothing. I worked out consistently, but when I went to the mirror, I didn't see any changes. So I began to question if I was making progress. I tried learning Spanish again, only to feel like I peaked in my knowledge of it. Each of these experiences made me feel like I was rolling that boulder up the hill, only to watch it fall back down again. And that doubt, that's the part that makes this fear so dangerous, because it makes you want to quit before you ever see results. I've learned that fighting fear isn't about avoiding struggle. It's about changing my mindset towards it. I cope in three ways. One, I focus on the present and not just the end goal. Instead of obsessing over results, I focus on the process. Two, understanding that time is relative. Progress isn't always linear, and there is no set timeline. Three, make small promises to myself. If I can commit to 2 assignments today, that small win can lead to bigger wins. So I stick to the concept that a small win equals a big win. For example, learning Spanish is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. So I changed my approach, and I begin to tell myself, if I just do a little each day, over time, that will equal a big win, because I will learn the language. Gaining muscle is a journey, not a sprint. The progress might be slow, but it's happening. Once I stop expecting instant results, I realize that effort itself is never wasted. My greatest fear is futility, the idea that my efforts don't matter. And this fear is fueled by impatience, comparison, and the pressure of time. But the truth is, growth isn't always obvious. And sometimes we don't see progress because we're too focused on how much we have left instead of how much we already showed up. So I want to challenge you all today. Make a small promise to yourself. Pick a goal, big or small, and commit to it. Don't worry about the timeline, just focus on the process. And trust that your efforts are building something, even if you can't see it. Because the Sisyphus can find meaning in endlessly pushing that boulder up the hill, then maybe the real question isn't whether our efforts are pointless, but whether we can redefine what progress really means.